The guy Matt here. Welcome to NFL Picks Week 9. Let's get straight into it. Starting off, we got the Titans and the Steelers. Honestly, Will Levis looked amazing on Sunday in his debut, and I think Titans have a franchise quarterback. I'm surprised they didn't trade Tannehill at the deadline. We'll get more into that with teams like the Commanders and Niners in a second. Pittsburgh coming off an ugly loss to Jacksonville, and I like Pittsburgh in this one. Not Pittsburgh, excuse me. I like Pittsburgh in this one. Yes, I do. But obviously, quarterback questions of Pickett sounds like he's gonna be good to go. But I think that Steelers defense, T.J. Watt's gonna like T.J. Watt's a different animal. I love him, one of my favorite players. I think he's to give Will Levis like a welcome to the NFL moment because last week was all sunshine, rainbows. DeAndre Hopkins shows up for once, but then gets a rude awakening Thursday night in Pittsburgh. Give me the Steelers to win. From Germany up now, Dolphins and Chiefs. Miami with the win last week over New England. God, do I miss Jalen Ramsey on my Rams? God damn it, I miss having that elite corner so much. The Chiefs with the most shocking loss of the season, I will say, because they lost to the Broncos. Not because they lost to the Broncos. If you told me before the season started that Kansas City would lose to Denver in Denver, I'd be like, I could see that possibly. But to lose how they did with that offense and Mahomes looking as bad as it did, I am in shock. Obviously, Mahomes was told and Travis Kelce has character issues. Swift's a distraction now. He's at the World Series on Friday night before a World game. Just get your head down and win another Super Bowl, man. You have the team to do it. Don't be an idiot. Don't have character issues like he did when he was suspended at Cincinnati in 2010 for stuff. I'm not gonna say, but yeah, I do think Miami's gonna lose this one. Whatever the Dolphins face a real team, Buffalo, Philadelphia, they crumble. Kansas City, very real team. I think Mahomes, Andy Reid, and them are gonna be angry after last week and gonna take their frustration out on the Dolphins. Give me the Chiefs to win. Up next, Vikings and Falcons. You hate to see Kirk Cousins go down. The guy's, in my opinion, the most overhated player in the league. Well, was, because he's out now for torn Achilles. You just hate to see it, man. No, seeing a player go down with injury, especially one like that, as that can change the ranking season. They'll right in the playoff mix, 17 right now. Got Josh Jacobs. How good will he be? I don't know. Falcons, obviously, on the other hand, benching Des Miller for Taylor Heineke. I actually like that move. I think gives them a better shot to win. Obviously Bijan Robinson still there. And I'm going with the Falcons this one. Josh Dobbs, the Vikings did something at least when they have it to get a backup quarterback. Williams Carson Wentz is out there. Stafford is kind of hurt. Oh no, we're just gonna do nothing and sign some bum off the street who I've never heard of. It's not like offside, but at least the Vikings did something to address their QB situation. But I'm not sure how good Josh Dobbs is. Really, Jefferson's still out. So I'm not sure if I think the Vikings honestly should just tank nothing against them, but best player's future. Meanwhile, the Falcons, obviously, like I said, QB switch. I'm going to go with Atlanta in this one. I think they're going to ride Bijan to win. I think Minnesota's got a bit of is going to still be a bit distraught in the locker room after losing Cousins. I think that's going to affect the chemistry a bit. New quarterback breaking in on the road. So give me the Falcons to win this one. And up next, Bears and Saints. Bears got blown out by the Chargers Sunday night. Saints with, oh god, they didn't have a bye. Oh god, who did the Saints play? I apologize. I doing this now every week. That's they beat the Colts. I just can't. I have a brain fart every week once a week now. I apologize. Yeah, Saints beat the Colts. Looks pretty good overall in that one. So I'm going with the Saints. Bale's QB isn't that good. Dale Carr is starting to step up. Obviously, he wasn't the issue in Vegas. We'll talk about. Actually, yeah, the Raiders have. I know what. Yeah, say the Raiders are by just playing the late window. I just forgot if it was in New York or Vegas. So we'll talk about the Raiders more in a second, but showing that the Raiders are the issue, not him. Olave in a big game. If you're gonna have a big game from the Saints, give me New Orleans to win. And up next, my Rams against the Packers. Two bad teams that now this game honestly I think decides what direction these teams go. Packers this will probably decide if they think they're a playoff team this year or if they're gonna have to look ahead to the draft. Same with my Rams. We win this game, we're still right in the NFC, especially with Kirk Cousins out, and we're better than our record shows. I still believe we're going no Dallas last week. I don't want to talk about that. It's not good for my health. My therapist said. But yeah, Packers obviously lost to the Vikings as well. I'm only with my Rams in this one. Jordan Love has not impressed me since week 1 against Chicago, save for that second half against the Saints. Meanwhile, Williams got dicked by officiating. I decided what I said, but the illegal contact early in the game against the Rams completely changed the game. Completely, 3 sacks on 3 plays. That BS Bush League illegal contact call Dallas Drive scores a touchdown. Like, games never the same. You make them go 3-0, that just changes the entire complexion of the game. As the Rams have gotten holes by officiating again and again, but not the loss, and so they just changed the game a lot. Yeah, gotta move on. And I think this week the Rams will overcome the officiating. The Packers are a bad team. My Rams, I think, are a lot better than them, but it's gonna be a close game. Gonna be a dogfight. Green Bay, snow possibly. It snowed over earlier this week in there. But nonetheless, I think my Williams Stafford should be healthy. I think Cooper Kupp gonna have a big game. Need to get Tutu out to involve more. But I think the Williams win like a kind of an ugly game. Give me my Williams. Oh god, Commanders and Patriots. What did we do to get this shit show? Jesus. I'm gonna go with New England here. I get that they lost, Kendrick Bourne and Mack looked bad last week against Miami, but the Commanders basically just sold the entire defensive line. Like, and still they got Allen Payne, a D-tackle, really young to the 49ers. Williams, like, really, to all the teams against the fucking 49ers. Montez Sweat to the Bills, forgot to mention that earlier, but yeah. So I think Washington's gonna be, like, kind of like a Vikings bit of a cultural shock, after that game. Like, hey, we can do this. Like, why do you trade our guys? In the locker room. And plus, I think the Belichick defense will give Sam Howell issues, and I think the New England offense will be able to squeak out enough to get the win. I think Belichick's going to coaching advantage of New England. I think that's the difference. Give me New England to win. Up next, Seattle and Baltimore. Seattle leads the NFC West. Not much better than the 49ers, but slightly better. And the Ravens now coming off that. Well, God, I'm gonna have brain thoughts. I watched Red Zone. Who did the Ravens play? I apologize again for having to look. Like, as I see the score, I remember. Yeah, the Ravens. Yeah, didn't they have a bye? Oh, that's why they beat the Cardinals. I apologize. I wasn't paying much attention to that game in the late window. But yeah, Baltimore, looked shaky, I'd say, against Arizona. Atlanta Cardinals scored 24 points. It's still Lamar Ravens. Like, they did enough last week. I think they're going to come out this week. It's going to be a Lions type game. Seahawks think they could be a contender. I think Baltimore's giving them a rude awakening. Seahawks need the last one to drive to beat Cleveland last week. Funny enough, those two teams are playing each other, as you can see below. Don't think they'll get it this week. Give me Baltimore to win. Up next, Buccaneers and Texans. Man, Texans, I thought you were doing good, but you let the Panthers beat you, really? Ugly game for CJ Stroud and them. Bucks, fun fact, first loss by Baker Mayfield on Thursday Night Football in his career, as Josh Allen is still undefeated, both ends of that game undefeated. That's a fun stat for you. But I'm gonna like the Bucks in this one to bounce back. I think the defense is gonna give CJ Stroud rookie QB issues. And I think, Texans defense, they will be able to have enough time, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, they still got weapons there. Think they'll be able to do enough on offense to get the win as their defense helps them get the win. Give me Tampa Bay to win. Next, Cardinals and Browns. Browns might lose this one just because it's the Browns and Deshaun Watson, is he ever going to play again? I honestly have no clue at this point. It's tough to say. But Cardinals, I don't think are good. Starting Clayton Tune, rookie out of Houston, I believe. I could be wrong on that. I apologize. But either way, PJ Blanco doesn't matter. Cleveland, I think, is going to win this game if that defense is going to. I think it's going to be elite. Myles Garrett, I like Cleveland to win this one. Up next, you got the Colts and Panthers revenge game for Frank Reich. But I'm not sure he'll have revenge. Good for the Panthers again to win last week. It was nice to see. But I think it'll be short-lived, as I think the Colts defense, led by Shaq Leonard, the full spectrum, is going to fluster Bryce Young, make him make into mistakes. Minshew on the offense, Jonathan Taylor has a big game. Bad team. I think Taylor, helps power them to victory. Give me the Colts to win this one. And Giants and Raiders up next. Raiders obviously clean house. If you haven't heard the news, they got fired. They got fired. They fired their GM, head coach, offensive coordinator, cleaning house. Mark Davis. Don't know why they didn't hire Rich Bisaccia. I apologize if I mispronounced their name after they made the playoffs, but hey, who knows. And benching Jimmy G for the rookie Aiden O'Connell. Yet, I still think they have a shot against the Giants. Unless you Giants blowing that game against the Jets, that game, that was like, that game would have made Brian Ferentz, the ex-Iowa offensive coordinator, cry. So many punts. Beautiful to see. If you're an Iowa football fan, that is. Those two teams should be joining the Big Ten next year. The Jets and Giants, not Oregon, Washington, UCLA, and USC, but I digress. But yeah, I know Raiders clean house, but I'm rolling with the Raiders in this one. Just Giants, Danny Dimes. Not sounds like he's gonna be back versus the Cowboys, not the latest of what I thought. Tyler Taylor could be out. So you got a guy, Aiden O'Connell, who lost by one score in this first start. This is a guy making his first start. I apologize, I don't know the third string QB's name of the bad Giants. But I think Aiden O'Connell. I think Devontae Adams. I think Devontae Adams will be O'Connell's best friend. I think that's enough, and I think Max Crosby, game record as well. On defense, think that's enough. Give me the Raiders to beat the Giants. Alrighty, now one of the picks of games of the week. This one or the Bills Bengals. Take your pick, but Cowboys Eagles up next in a tough NFC East fight. The Cowboys just crushed my Rams. But Dak still looked shaky at times. Had that bad interception to Jordan Poole. But their defense, something else, man. But they crumbled when they played the real team in the 49ers and lost to the Cardinals. So how will they play on the road against Philadelphia? I think Dallas will be able to keep this game close. I think Tony P, can do enough. I'm just talking not Tony P season. Maybe start over my point. I think the Cowboys defense led by Micah Parsons can do enough to slow down the Eagles. But without Trayvon Diggs, I think AJ Brown can have a big day. If they don't will have a big day. I think Dak isn't a total cowboy. I think the Eagles defense can plug up the holes for Pollard. I think Dak will be forced into some mistakes. And I like the Eagles in this one. Just, A.J. Brown on the outside. They got Devontae Smith down. God, just an embarrassment of riches. They got buyouts from the Titans to help lock down that secondary. CeeDee Lamb had a big game. Let's against Rams. So he shows he have that big number one receiver type day. But will he again? It's tough to say. A.J. Brown, he's been putting up no receiver stats forever, it feels like, in Philadelphia. And without Trayvon Diggs, don't like the Cowboys odds. They kind of crumble when they play a real team like the Dolphins. Give me Philly to win. Alrighty, the Bills and the Bengals up next. Buffalo obviously coming off a long layoff for one of those games, but something still just feels off there. Something feels off in Buffalo this year. It feels like the window might have closed of how they played. The Bengals, glad to see you guys beat the Lions up in Santa Clara last week. Love to see it. As like I thought, they've looked different in the past few weeks ever since the Rams game. Really, they've looked like more of the Bengals of old, and I think you can see that from the Who Days on Sunday night. Like the Bills, to me, just I don't know what it like. Obviously, they have injuries. They got the Saul Douglas in the Green Bay. Love that move. I like. Thank you, Buffalo, for getting him out of the Rams way this Sunday. But he's a solid corner, but he's not like a Tre'Davious White who's solid. Defense injuries, Matt Milano, who can lock. You have to lock down all the Bengals a bit, which is Chase, Boyd, Higgins. We had the Bengals. Joe Burrows looked like the good Joe Burrow the past couple weeks. That defense is for real. And I think, just something's off with the Bills this year. Window might have closed. The Bengals looking like the Super Bowl contenders that they should be yet again. So give me Cincinnati to pick up the win. And the Chargers and Jets on Monday night. Don't look now, but Jets sniffing a playoff spot above 500. Big game, by the way, this is for playoff implications. If the Jets can just shred Randolph Wilson and stay in playoff contention, and the Chargers bounce back with Herbert and stay Herbert, tiebreaker could be decided Monday night, so watch out for that. I do like the Chargers in this one. It feels like Herbert's fully healed. I know it's against Arizona on Sunday night. It felt like we saw Herbert kind of get mojo back and confidence, and I feel like he can carry that into the Jets game on Monday night. And I do think the Jets defense will be able to slow Herbert down enough. But I think Monday night Justin Herbert shows his full shoe comeback, not comeback, let's say, but can go down, lead his team to victory on a last-second drive against the Jets. I think we'll see Justin Herbert have his first wow, he can be him moment on the national stage. It's first clutch one. I'm trying to say Herbert gets on Monday night as Wilson. And the Jets defense keeps it close. With Wilson fumbles not literally, but he probably will fumble. Jets offense just can't get going. Herbert has his first clutch moment. Give me the Chargers to win. So I like the Steelers, the Chiefs, the Falcons, the Saints, my Rams, the Patriots. My Rams against them, more intimidating. But what's that? The Ravens, the Bucks, the Browns, the Colts, the Raiders, the Eagles, the Bengals, and the Chargers. I hope you enjoy. Catch you guys later, guys.